It is not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. When you have a pretty big task ahead of you, how do you keep going at it consistently, indefinitely, over and over again? Well, cutting grass, just like many other tasks, has a lot of similarities. We all have them, some more fun than the others, but staying consistent is key. I've been doing almost weekly videos for years. The easy part is starting, but the hard part is staying consistent, showing up even when the excitement fades from time to time. Part of the progress and part of the success comes from not doing it once, but doing it for years. By the way, this is not a normal garden. Of all gardens I had to mow, this is the mother of all. Imagine you have such a big task ahead of you. How do you even start? Okay, the first plan is to start with the edges, all the way and back. Thinking of doing a video is vague, just like doing this whole garden. This is why it's always necessary to break it down into subsections. Just like the garden, I always first write the script. I write everything I say to every shot I need to take. It helps me to organize and have an idea. And then it comes the filming. You'd actually think all I do is work, but this is where most might get it wrong. Overexertion happens when you simply have too much to handle. You feel burnt out. You have too many tasks and you want to do them all. And the only solution is to do less. Your head is basically full. And with that, we have different ways of resting. The first reaction most do, and I'm guilty as well, is resting by scrolling. Scrolling on social media, shorts, TikToks, you name them, I did them. I'm talking about short form content. The problem is that you don't end up feeling much better. Different types of rest have drastically different effects. Breaks aren't a special treat, they're an absolute necessity. Many, including myself, forget that. The old battery just died. Time for the second one, more juice. So, what is the final ingredient of consistency? So scripting and filming are done. And now comes my favorite part, the editing. Have you ever asked yourself what could make the process more fun? This sounds easy because I chose this task. I control the situation. But what about activities that you don't have a choice? Mowing the lawn isn't particularly my favorite thing to do. When we cannot take ownership of the situation, we can still take ownership of the process. I don't have control of mowing the lawn garden, but you know what could be more fun? Cutting the grass with sound cancelling, with a nice podcast to think about.
Maybe it could be enough. You don't have to be so tough. Maybe you could settle down, happy with the way it is now.
This alone makes the draining process way more enjoyable. The task is done, but the grass doesn't stop growing. I'll be back at it eventually. Making it feel less overwhelming and more pleasant only helps with consistency. Whatever you're doing, you got this.